Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 1467. Welcome to the weekend. Happy Saturday. I almost said Sunday. Happy Saturday. Can't be Sunday just yet. I've got a lot of cleaning to do. We've got friends coming in. They get in tomorrow evening, and they're staying for a week here at our house. And my basement's been an absolute disaster. And so yesterday, I pretty much started. I did an eBay live yesterday, got some shipping done, and then I decided, okay, now it's time to clean. Got to get organized. So I start with the most. I start with the easy. So this is how my mind works. I want to feel a sense of accomplishment. So instead of tackling the hardest rooms first, because then you spend an entire day cleaning and it feels like you get nothing accomplished, which is what's going to happen when I get to, and I'm there right now in my shipping room and into the card room, the storage area. And once I get into the card storage area, like it's the biggest room. It's not the biggest mess though. My shipping room's the biggest mess. And but once I get into the card storage room, the storage room is easy because I can just put boxes away and I don't necessarily have to know what's where because that's kind of just bulk anyway. But it's the shipping room that has like my eBay inventory and which is organized. But the upcoming inventory, what I'm going to put on eBay Live, that's all in the shipping room. And before I really start putting boxes away, I want to make sure I put the right boxes in the right spot. So when I want to pull out some boxes for eBay Live, they're in all the correct spot. And so it's like, I don't want to pull a box out and there's a bunch of 89 Donruss. That's going to go in the bulk area. So it is taking me a little bit longer, but I was in my shipping room till like 10 o'clock last night. And I like barely put a dent. So yesterday, so I start with the easy areas because I want to feel that sense of accomplishment. Like, hey, I've got the rec room done. And the rec room actually was pretty messy because I had piles and piles of cards on the coffee table. I had boxes on the floor. I had on the side stand table, so just a mess everywhere. So I've got that taken care of and completely cleaned. Like I half-assed that room a lot and I just put shit on the coffee table, but then the coffee table's a mess, but at least the floor is clean and Ernie can have his zoomies in the room. So that room is clean. This room, my office, this was a disaster because I had stacks and stacks of cards on my desk, on the printer table next to me. Behind me, you can still see there's a couple boxes, but there's no piles on the floor. The boxes behind, it's pretty clean. It's much cleaner than it was yesterday morning. I've got all my Michael Jordan cards in a box. I've got all the Sports Illustrated for Kids cards in a box. And the slabs are in there. Sunday singles and the Progressive Banger in that box. We're going to talk about that. What's this box? I think that's more eBay. Actually, that's a Cubs box. So this room just needs to be picked up a little bit, and but working on the shipping room. So that's what I was up to. My wife said she said I should invite our friends every 2 months so it encourages you to keep your spaces clean. And I'm like, yeah, actually that would be pretty smart because it does motivate me. People come in, want to take photo. When I was doing the 1 Million Cubs project, had, newspapers or film crews coming over, and it motivated me to get my ass in gear. And so this is also motivating me. So we had an eBay Live yesterday morning. Another successful run. Surpassed my target. Not significant. I think 25% above my expectations, which is solid. Like I go in with a target and that's the number I hope to achieve. So anything above that, above and beyond is gravy. So what did I have yesterday? Like it was just baseball and basketball singles. And it's kind of funny. You go in, and every eBay Live has been like this, where there's auctions that I expect to go for higher than they do, and then there's auctions that go lower than they do, and that was the case once again yesterday. And it's like the NBA hoops Team USA Larry Bird sold for $5, and like another Larry Bird that I'm like from like a box set. I'm like, well, if that sold for $5, this will sell for $5, and it sells for like $1 or $2, and I'm like, that's weird. So I just keep throwing. Larry Bird has been like, I cannot believe how well Larry Bird sells on eBay Live. It's been wild. Larry Bird is a good seller. Hakeem Olajuwon, not a good seller, which I should have known that. Magic Johnson, okay. Magic Johnson does okay. Bird, Jordan, great seller. Kobe, great sellers. Shaq does well on eBay Live. So we're gonna do a mix of all sports tomorrow. We're gonna mix it up on Sunday, tomorrow afternoon, 1:00, eBay Live. I've got some info scrolling down at the bottom of the stream. Bottom of the stream, I guess. So I, as I was organizing, and something that led me to this, and I've seen like and I've thought about this since going on eBay Live. I've seen this happen in like I've seen this in Facebook groups, progressive auctions, and I remember a buddy of mine would do these progressives in a Facebook group, and they were fun to watch just to see what was going to be thrown in. So I'm going to do a progressive tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be the last auction. So I think my goal is like 150 singles, and then we'll do an unsold. So we're going to do 150 singles. Auction 151 will be unsold singles. And so we're going to do 2 lots back to back. So the unsold singles lot will be the first up. And then we're going to do the progressive big banger. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw out maybe a slab to start, and we're going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and I'm just going to keep throwing cards on. So there's going to be, and basically this is how I'm going to run it. We're going to put a slab out front, and then maybe an autograph. We'll front load it with some good stuff, and then we'll put some like dollar cards. Just start throwing dollar cards, and we're just going to do volume. Boom, boom, boom. And you're bidding on all of these cards. So how many cards I can throw out there? And it's not going to be like, I'm not going to throw any like commons. They're going to be bangers, maybe low end bangers, but we're going to put some autographs in there. And every once in a while, just to spice it up, it's like, okay, we've got some dollar card. Here's an autograph. Here's a relic. Here's a Kobe. Here's a Jordan. So it's going to be a good lot. And we're just going to keep throwing stuff as the bids come in for $5 or 5 minutes on the clock. It's going to be extended bidding. So we're going to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, 1:00 Central, eBay Live. Direct link to the eBay Live is in the description to my video here. Check it out. You can go to 99centcards.com. I don't know if you can access. I don't think you can access eBay Lives from like if you go to 99centcards.com. Let me see. Let's go to. We're gonna go to this is how I access my website. Instead of just typing in 99 cent cards or having like a favorite bar, I should just put it on my favorites bar. But it gives me a click on my 1 Million Cubs site. All right, 1 Million Cubs project. All right, so all right, here we go. eBay store. Oh, now we got to share this tab. All right, so this is where you would go. That's weird. So on my screen, like on my app, it says eBay Live Seller, but I'm not seeing it here when you go to 99centcards.com. That's really bizarre. Let me see. All those newly listed, I got to take down because those were unsold cards that went in a lot. So when I go to this, what looks like this page, it says eBay live sellers see events. Maybe you can only see it on the app and not on the actual website. I need to clean up my homepage. That's bizarre. That's really bizarre. But it shows up on my end on the app. So yeah, tomorrow, 1:00 Central. Sunday singles. It's Sunday singles on eBay Live. A bunch of card sellers throwing some auctions together tomorrow. So, where are we at? How about the Cubs win last night? Cubs win 10-0 over the Brewers. There's an awesome clip that I just saw this morning. I didn't watch the game. It was on Apple TV. And we used to have like every streaming service, and we started cutting back because it's like we're spending all this money on TV that we don't watch. Apple TV was one of those apps that we never watched. So we canceled it. Last night's Cubs-Brewers game was on Apple TV, which would have given me a chance to watch because I can't watch Cubs-Brewers games because I'm blacked out of Brewers games, and the Brewers games are not carried on YouTube TV. So I wouldn't have been able to watch it anyway. Here's I've seen so many times. All right, I'm going to set this up. Share this tab. Add to stage. We're going to blow this up. Watch this. This is freaking hilarious. The kid caught it. Like, great catch. Oh, what's going on? PCA's like, yes, home run. This dude's like, throw it back. Whoa! Come on, internet. Oh, what's going on with my internet? Come on, man. We're just going to keep watching it until it sticks. Nice catch. PCA hitting another home run. This dude's like, I've had enough. Come on. Fudge! 10-0 win for the Cubs. Pete Crow-Armstrong, my guy, PCA hit 2 home runs. He's crushing it. He is absolutely. What's PCA's line this year? Pete Crow-Armstrong. I'm gonna put some Pete Crow-Armstrong rookies in tomorrow's eBay live stream. I don't really know if I want to put any of my autos up. I should. So PCA right now, he's hitting 271, a 859 OPS. He's got 12 stolen bases and 8 home runs. I think he's got almost a 2 WAR in May 3rd. Let's Pete Crow-Armstrong. Now, I said I was talking to the CHGO podcast. Cody was out at spring training, and he was asking everybody who they think the breakout player will be for the Cubs, and mine was Pete Crow-Armstrong. He's like, really? He's like, nobody said that. Well, I know it's only May 3rd. 1.8 WAR on May 3rd. Amazing. 8 home runs. And this isn't even updated. This doesn't have his 2 home runs from last night on Baseball Reference. Is there a way to see a WAR leaderboard for like the current season? There's got to be on one of these websites. Oh yeah, you can look at 2025 single season WAR. Boom. Let's go. All right. No, I want single season. I want season. I probably have to subscribe. Select season 2025. There we go. 2025 wins him. Oh, wow. Aaron Judge, 2.9 WAR. Pete Crow-Armstrong's 9th in Major League Baseball. So WAR right now, May 3rd. Wins above replacement leaders. Aaron Judge, 2.9. Fernando Tatis Jr., wow, second. He's got a 2.4 WAR. He's having a good season. Pete Alonso having a good season. He's at 2.2. Alex Bregman, 2.0. Bobby Witt Jr. is also at 2.0. Geraldo Perdomo of the Diamondbacks has a 1.8 WAR, ERA. Brown from Houston. Is that Hunter Brown? Who in the hell is Brown from Houston? Hunter Brown, the pitcher, has a 1.8 WAR. Who else? Luis Severino from the Sacramento Athletics. I think I dumped him in my fantasy league. Why would I do that? I think. And Pete Crow-Armstrong, 1.8. Did I really drop Luis Severino from my fan? I've kind of checked out on fantasy baseball this year on May 3rd. Yeah, I think I did. What the fuck was I thinking? I bet. Did anybody claim him? I'm sure. They're all over it. My Luis Severino. No. When's his next start? Monday. I'm going to add him back. Who am I going to drop? I'll drop Jake Berger. All right. Boom. All right. Todd is here. What's going on, Todd? Good morning. Merle's in the house. Good morning. Been such a crazy work week. I have to catch up on the evolution today. I was just thinking about you. I'm like, I haven't seen Merle. Not on eBay Live, not on Hobby Evolution. Hope you're okay. It's been a crazy work week. Merle is back. Zach says White Sox haven't lost since last month. Perfect in May. How about that? Okay, this is about the Twitter videos in the background bothering. Okay, now here we go. Gem City says, good morning. List 4 Shohei cards. 3 sold. Baseball for the win. There you go. Jody is here. Good morning. Tracy's in the house. What's up? Gem City says auctions. It all comes out in a wash, I assume. It does. It pretty much does. And I mentioned this the other day. Even like Sunday. And actually last Sunday singles. That was the only, I was thinking back, I was going back to look at my numbers, and last Sunday was the only auction. I think I've run 8 so far, eBay Live auctions. And 7 of the 8, I've exceeded expectations. I've exceeded my target number. Last Sunday was the only one, and I fell like 15 or 20 bucks short. So it's not like it was, a terrible auction night. But yeah, like there's times where it's like, man, I wish this would have sold for more, but then something else sold for $10 that I thought would sell for $2. So that happens. And yeah, it usually does come out. And I'm pretty conservative with my goals. I try to be realistic, and I don't want to assume, like, because this sold on eBay Live for $5 that this card should sell for 10, or this also should sell for 5, because sometimes that 5 is an outlier. And it's like, what would I list this for on eBay as a buy it now? And I it's like, okay, I'd be happy if it sold for 99 cents. A lot of the cards, I'm happy if they sell for 99 cents. And what's fun is the final lot usually goes for like, all of the unsolds have sold for less than if they would have been bid on individually, but not by much. Like, even yesterday's unsold, I think, sold for like 80 cents a card. So I'll take it, I'd rather get 80 cents a card on those than put them back in my eBay store for $1.75 free shipping or something like that. TD Sports Cards, good morning. Gem City says, how does Tracy McGrady or his cousin Vince Carter do? Not well. Not well. I thought Vince Carter would do better than he does. Neither of those. Basically, it's Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Shaquille O'Neal. Those I've had success with. I have not listed any LeBrons on eBay Live. And I think I have some for tomorrow. I think I have 1 or 2 for tomorrow. Let's see. Steph Curry. Giannis does okay. Steph Curry does okay. Luka does okay. Everybody else, in terms of basketball. Unicorn Cupcake, what's going on? Good morning. Zach says, dime boxes filled with the Dream, Drexler, Ewing, Rodman, and I love it. Rodman does pretty well. I don't think I've thrown any Ewing up. I haven't thrown any Drexler. Hakeem Olajuwon did not sell well at all yesterday. I think I had a serial number to $4.99, and I think it sold for $1, maybe $2.04. But I assume Clyde Drexler's not going to sell. Ewing might be okay. You know, you might get a 99-cent bid. Unicorn Cupcake says, interesting idea. Gem City says, Carrie does progressive auctions, and that's a lot of fun, but I love the final idea, final idea. Carrie is American Arbitrage. Awesome dude. I've been watching a lot of his stuff. Not really the videos, but I've been watching. I like banter. What I've been watching in terms of YouTube content is more like kind of like this, but it's like 2 or 3 guys, like just talking back and forth, like sharing opinions is more banter. I don't really get into like sales day videos or pickup videos. It's more of just like the banter because I can learn stuff from it. Although you can learn stuff from sales day videos and you can learn stuff from pickup videos. But it's not like, I don't know. I prefer the banter. And their Trash to Cash podcast, if you are not familiar, check it out on YouTube, Trash to Cash podcast. It's with Carrie from American Arbitrage, ADH Dave, and Commonwealth picker Kevin. Tracy, sounds interesting, he says. Zach says, these new games you're making are sounding more and more like a game that requires skill. Well, if skill is clicking bid, then it's a skill. Unicorn Cupcake says, LOL, you beat me to it. But to be fair, the only skill game worth playing are free. Tracy says, I've had to go through eBay Live to find you every time. Yeah, I think that's something they're working on for the quarterly updates is accessibility. I know back end for the sellers is something they're working on. So they have a lot of update. eBay, like this is like a baby that's going to turn into an adult. There's so many updates going into eBay Live. It's so fresh. And it's been around for 2 years now, maybe 2.5 years. They just haven't put anything into it. They're finally within the last couple months. I have another contact. 2 months ago, I was like, man, I wish I had somebody from eBay that I could just email with. And now I have like 20 of them. I have another person emailed me yesterday, and it's another contact that I have. They're a activation manager. It's like, wow, there's an implementation manager. There's an activation manager. There's category managers. But it's awesome. I'd rather have too many than not enough, right? Todd says, I like how eBay has your events listed. Yeah, and if you go to eBay, just bookmark this page, ebay.com/eBay Live. Let's share this tab. So again, I'll show you. This is the best way to find eBay Live events by sellers. So here's we got more crystals. They love going early morning, the crystals. Cowabunga Comics is live. Comics. So it's comics and crystals on Saturday morning. Watch your Saturday morning cartoons and bid on comics and crystals on eBay Live. Here you've got next up. So these are the upcoming streams. You've got new seller spotlight. I'll be on here eventually. Who are the new sellers right now? Matrala. That's antique jewelry. Comics. World's best deals. The turquoise trend. Mitra, LA. Gifts from mom. You got some Star Wars category. Trading card games. So there's where you can find your Pokemon. You've got breaks. And you've got sports trading cards. So you will always find me in sports trading cards. So you got Paradise Breaks, sports card auctions, Toy Cabal, In-Hand Prime, ComC. And there you go. There I am. Sunday singles tomorrow, 1 p.m. Cards tomorrow. Baseball card exchange going live tomorrow night at 6. Wicked discounts. I think they bought some stuff from me. Wicked discounts. Very cool. I'm pretty sure they bought some stuff from me yesterday. So there you go. eBay Live. Where are we at? Unicorn Cupcake says Brewers guy is an instant meme. I love it. I saw that somebody in the chat. Hey, my phone, I think I'm gonna have to delete Twitter on my phone and re-download it or whatever. Does anybody else have an issue with Twitter on your phone? Like my app does not work, and it hasn't worked for like 2 days now. It like I get push notifications. Like I've got a push notification from Twitter. I didn't see that stat, just was sent over. So when I go to click on it, I just get the spinny wheel. It's like nothing to see here. I don't know. Zach and Porter says, same reaction Bo had to PCA when he stood there for an hour and PCA wouldn't sign his card. You know, PCA has actually signed for me 2 times. 2 times PCA has signed for me. Got a baseball signed after a game, after a spring training game. And he signed a custom card that I made that I wanted. And I forgot to bring it. I could have had his mom sign it at spring training this year because she was there the same time I was there. She was in, was it either Little Big League or Angels? And I think it was Little Big League. So I have like mother and son with PCA and his mom, and he signed the card. And now I need to get his mom to sign it. Porter says PCA has been a stud for my fantasy team. Yeah, stolen bases, home runs. I love it. I love it. If his mom is the pretty mom from Little Big League, what gargoyle does he have for a father? The funny you mentioned that, his dad actually looks like one of the cavemen. Remember from the Geico commercials? His dad actually gets confused. His dad gets confused for the cavemen. His dad was in, I think both his mom and dad were in the show Heroes. Remember that? Pete Crow-Armstrong dad, gargoyle. So here's his dad. All right, add to the stage. So that's his dad. He's not a gargoyle, but he's not exactly like Prince Charming. Hey, speaking of Pete Crow-Armstrong, I was going through some of my autos. I was trying to find my PCA, and Moises Ballesteros is having a PCA type season down in Iowa. So I was digging out some. So this is a Mo Baller Onyx. I picked up a whole bunch of these for like a couple bucks each. There's a Mojo Refractor Mo Baller. So this is probably my favorite PCA card. This is from his 14U, numbered out of 399. 14U, Little Peter Armstrong. How about that? That's a cool auto. So I need to get that in a one-touch maybe and put it on display. That's a cool card. Let's see. Zach says, if Keating were here, searching for a WAR leaderboard on May 3rd is comparable to Dale. What's happening? I dropped him after the first few weeks from my fantasy team. Dumb move and a big Cub fan. Oof. Good morning, Philly Joe. Porter and Son says, Little Big League greater than the Sandlot. Man, I haven't seen Little Big League in a long time. Sandlot's on all the time. But the reason I've seen Sandlot so many times, I mean, Sandlot is an iconic movie. But it's always on TV. Little Big League, not always on TV. Maybe they'll put it on TV more since PCA's having such a great season. Christian says, good morning. Watch the live while at work. I love having these up. May need to get a 4th monitor. I love it. Examine baseball. What's going on? The basketball list you gave is very helpful. Yeah. Oh, here's a good Allen Iverson. I've had mixed on Allen Iverson. What did I have? What was the live that I had? I had a basketball night and modern basketball, Nick. I mean, Cade Cunningham rookies were going unsold. Now I did sell a Cade Cunningham rated rookie yesterday for $4, but some of his like Panini Chronicles rookies were going unsold. LaMelo Ball was not selling at all. I had a pretty big unsold lot at the end. of my basketball sale the other night. So I think you can watch the replay if you're so inclined. Let me go back to eBay Live. And you can watch replays. Let me see how you can watch. I wish they could break out. And I'm sure this is something they're working on. I'm going to add this to my list of, I've got so many contacts. I don't know who do I give this feedback to? Finding streams, central location. All right. Am I sharing the screen? No. All right. I know if you go down, you could. Oh, so they do have Sunday singles on the. Ooh, they do have a Bowman 2025. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. This is a suggestion I was gonna pass along to my main contact. So I have not received my notification from Top. Bowman comes out this week. I have 15 blasters on the way from Topps. I expect, based on my Series 1, I expect my shipping notification. I expect to receive my shipping notification on Monday. That's how it's still in processing. On the Series 1, I received my shipping notification for Series 1 the Monday before release of a Wednesday release, and and it was delivered on Wednesday. And I think that's what Topps is trying to do, Fanatics is trying to do, is make sure everybody, Blowout does a phenomenal job. Some of the others, Steel City doesn't. David Adams, I have not had good success. Usually, I think one of those two, either Steel City or David Adams, they would ship it on release day, and I wouldn't get it until Friday. But Blowout, I always got on release day. So we're looking for past events. So is there a way to Toy Cabal? What's that? Let's just click on this. So this is how you watch a replay, but I don't know how you. Oh, okay. All right. I'm learning. So let's go to Sunday singles. So here's my screen. All right. So click on one of my streams, go to 1 million Cubs, and this has all of my previous auctions. So how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh shit, I've done 10 eBay lives already. Wow. So here you go. And you can watch, so this was Tuesday Night Hoops. So you can go back and here you can watch the recording. These only stay, I think, 3 months maybe. I can't remember what it goes for. I was still trying to get I was way too up close, wasn't I? Now that I see on the screen, yeah, I was way too close. So the Austin Reeves rookie, that one went unsold. Cade Cunningham, optic rated rookie, sold for 99 cents. Oof. All right. So there you go. Click that. All right. Where are we at? Is LeBron a French player? Never heard of him. LeBron would be more likable if he was French. Merle says you have probably covered this, but it's my biggest question regarding eBay Live. Why does the bidding increments go from 99 cents to $1.04 to $2.04? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I have no idea. Here's what I think. And somebody else has asked that. And I think you'll see this in regular auctions. I'm surprised it's going to 104. I would expect that second bid to go to 125 instead of 104. And think of it as think of it from you're a business and you're running the auction. Do you want bid increments going a nickel at a time? Like, do you want it to go 99 cents as a seller or as a business? You or eBay, do you want to take all this time and go from 99 cents to $1.04 to $1.09 to $1.14, and you end up selling something for $1.16 and it takes 3 minutes to sell? No. And so I'm glad eBay does this. I think the 99 cents to $1.04, it's like you just another 10 seconds for a nickel is not worth the time for a seller or for a company that's getting the fees for this. So I would expect that $1.04 to actually go up, or maybe it goes from 99 cents to $1.99. That could be. And I expect that regular 7-day auctions will see similar, where it's going to be dollar increments as opposed to name your price type of increments. So that's just my assumption. I don't know why that is the case. Sellers can't control that. That is in eBay control. But my assumption is I don't know why it goes a nickel and then it shoots up to $1, but I know why it shoots from $1 because you want to make the juice worth the squeeze or whatever that is. Merle says LeBron is French for the Bron. Cooter's here. Good morning. John Maybe's in the house. You will be featured as a new seller on eBay Live as soon as you are no longer a new seller on eBay Live, right? I had one, I think I shared this story. I had one of the people, the contacts, the onboarding person, sent me an email like a week after I started. And they're like, hey, just wanted to know if you got your onboarding scheduled. I'm like, my onboarding is scheduled. It was last Monday, a week ago is when I finished it. And my first stream was Thursday. I've got 2 streams already. Like, oh, I'll mark you finished. Like, yep. I'm good to go. Where do you make your thumbnails for eBay Live? So a combination of Canva and ChatGPT. Most of them are ChatGPT. And then I have to have them resized because the eBay thumbnail has to be a certain size. So usually the first image is too large and I have to have it resized. And I just say, hey, ChatGPT, can you resize this to these specifications? And boom, it spits it out. So one of them, I think if I do actual cards, if I show actual cards, it's Canva. So the lots image, I used Canva. The Sunday singles, I used Canva. The other ones, I just used ChatGPT, where it's just the words and all that. Because ChatGPT does not do well with images because it's like copyright stuff. They won't put together a thumbnail with like actual picture. It's actually very humorous though when you try to do that because it totally messes up the images. Porter says, I don't have push notifications enabled for Twitter. No issues on my end. Well, my push notifications work, but it's Twitter that I can't access it. Once I get into the app, nothing works. It's weird. Sheena, what's going on? He's in Oak Creek. Yeah, big show in Oak Creek today. No shows for me this weekend. All cleaning. Boo. Porter says, upon further research, turns out PCA's dad is Bob Maluga Luga from Big Man on Campus. I did not know that. I think Big Man on Campus is what is Big Man on Campus? Now I don't even know what Big Man on Campus, what movie that was. Big Man. Oh, no way. No, that is not PCA's dad. This says Alan Katz was Bob Maluga Luga. Alan Katz says Bob Maluga Luga. What's his? Is it Matthew Armstrong? Here, I know Ashley Crow is his mom. Matthew John Armstrong. So he's known for his roles in Turks, The Profile, and Heroes. Let's see. Turks was a short-lived police drama in 1999. He had a recurring role on American Dreams from 2002 to 2005. He was an AIDS patient on an episode of House. He was Ted Sprague in Heroes. I think that was probably his biggest. Heroes was probably his biggest role. Armstrong reportedly has been mistaken for one of the actors who portray cavemen in a popular series of commercials for the automobile insurance provider Geico, due to his hairstyle and facial hair resembling the makeup used for the caveman characters. Armstrong noted this misconception in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, stating, "For the record, I am not the Geico caveman." All right. Cooter says, Bad News Bears, all-kid baseball movie. Third week of strep, starting new antibiotics. Hope this gets rid of it. I'm really tired. Well, that is no good. That's a bummer. Heating is the modern hobby version of Buttermaker. Porter says, Cooter, I tend to agree with that opinion. I'm not ready for my son to watch it yet, though. Offbeat, didn't you just post a picture of you drinking at work? I hope you feel better soon. LOL, yes. I just finished my first antibiotic on Sunday, then had a drink Wednesday and felt crappy Friday morning. Tested positive for strep again yesterday. Jeez, that sucks. Todd says, I see all your events under your store. See events link. Ah, perfect. Let him watch it, Porter. My little league team watched Bad News Bears in the theater together. Only one of us has served hard time. I don't think anybody on my little league team has served hard time. I'm trying to think. Maybe. Not hard time. Blue collar or white collar crime, Cooter. Porter says, I like those odds. Billy Joe says, for what I have seen, max bids change the dollar amount increments. East Coast Tom, good morning. Dan is here. What's happening? Cooter says, accessory to murder. Google Oklahoma City treehouse murder and numerous B&E. What's B&E? And drug convictions after that. The coach's son of, it's always the coach's kid. Not the actor, the character himself. Ah, gotcha. Serious question. Is Crow his mom's maiden name or his middle name? Crow is his mom's name, Ashley Crow. I think she just goes by Ashley Crow. And Matthew John Armstrong is his dad. And he has the hyphenated last name, Crow-Armstrong. Breaking and entering. Thank you, Dan. I should have known. So here we go. So that's about all I had for today. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central, eBay Live, Sunday Singles. I still don't know what my schedule is going to be like next week. I'll probably do some daytime. I don't know if I'll do prime time next week. We shall see. I was trying to go over my schedule, and my wife was like, just plan everything like you normally would. Like, they're just staying here. We don't have to entertain them 24 hours a day. Oh, thank God. So she's like, just do what you normally would do. And it's like, I can't do that. Like, I am ready to like flip my life upside down hosting my friends. So I got to figure out my because I don't want to use my downstairs bathroom here when I've got guests right next door. So I'll probably end up using the upstairs guest bathroom. I've got to get everything, and I can use that. I can just use that bedroom. So upstairs to get ready. Cause I don't know how you guys work. So I am the early bird in this house, and my wife needs her sleep. And I think I've used her bathroom once. I think I've used it once. And I think it was when she was like with her mom in Florida. Like have to take a piss in the middle of the night. It's like, okay, I'm not going to walk. Usually I use the powder room. And, but I've never used 7 years we lived in our old house. I never used the master bathroom. Never used this one. Probably never will. So I have basically the basement bathroom is like my bathroom. I have a guest, one of the guest bedrooms is basically my closet. So I keep all that stuff in the guest bedroom. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I'm sure there are. So tomorrow, 1 o'clock, eBay Live. I've got a lot of cleaning to do today, a lot of organizing. Hit up my eBay store. I'm also hopefully tonight, I'm gonna add some buy it now items to my eBay store. I'm gonna add some slabs. I think I'm gonna add some Jordans to my buy it now. So check it out, 99centcards.com. Buy 7 or more buy it now items at regular price. You'll save 25% at checkout. My eBay Live is tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central, tomorrow afternoon, Sunday singles. I'm going to plan on doing 150 singles auctions, and then we'll do all of the unsold singles will go in a lot, and then our final auction will be the progressive banger, where you're going to bid on every card on the screen. We're just going to start throwing cards out there, and you're just going to bid. That's the plan. Dan says, I heard there's a show in your mouth and everyone's coming. But Cheryl Crow is from Kennett, Missouri, not far from Poplar Bluff, home of Cameron Meisner, Tyler, and Ben Hansborough. It's about an hour drive from where I live. I don't think Ashley Crow and Cheryl Crow have any, I don't think they're related. Where is Ashley? I think Ashley Crow is from California. Ashley Crow. His dad, Pete Crow-Armstrong's dad, is actually from the Chicago suburbs. He's from Naperville. Ashley Crow's from Alabama. Interesting. She was born in Birmingham, moved to Mountain Brook, Alabama at the age of 9. She attended the University of Alabama and then graduated from Auburn. Interesting. So she has she's got a pretty extensive catalog. Oh, she was married before. Bill Shanks, 1988 to 1993. Crow first appeared in a minor role on the U.S. soap opera Guiding Light in the 1980s, followed by a longer role on As the World Turns. She later co-starred with Parker Stevenson in the short-lived science fiction TV series Probe. What was Probe about? I'm going to click on this. 1988 TV series. Only 8 episodes. Was on ABC in 1988. Probe. Since then, she's appeared in guest roles on various TV shows, including Dark Angel, Everybody Loves Raymond, Touched by an Angel, Party of Five, Nip Tuck, and The Mentalist. She had a major recurring role on Heroes as Sandra Bennett, wife of Primatech operative Noah Bennett, played by Jack Coleman. Her roles in film include appearances in Minority Report, Little Big League, and The Good Son. Oh, wow, The Good Son. That was a good movie. Kind of creepy, but a good movie. The Good Son was Macaulay Culkin. So who did she play? Janice Evans. So it must have been like, I don't know, another family in the film. There you go. She was Jenny Haywood in Little Big League. Porter says Ashley Judd greater than Ashley Crow. I'll agree with you there. PCA greater than Sandberg. Come on. Ryan Terrio greater than Sandberg. Being in a TV show used to be a death sentence for actors and actresses, but now is streaming and the movie theater business dying. It's flipped. Yeah, now everybody's in like streaming. I saw there's a new show coming to Amazon Prime in, I think, the end of this month, starring Elizabeth Banks and Jessica Biel. Looks pretty good. Being on a TV show is more prestigious than being on movies. HBO changed it all. Yeah, with streaming, it's like it's usually, and what it's kind of turned into, it's not it's more of like a mini series. A lot of the popular like one season arcs, basically a long ass movie. All right. That's all for today. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit up my eBay store, 99centcards.com. Check me out tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock Central on eBay Live. Tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Central, Sunday singles, a little bit of everything, baseball, basketball, football, and the progressive banger at the end where we just start throwing cards and you're bidding on the entire lot tomorrow, 1 o'clock on eBay Live. Have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.